The main two things I would like to tackle today is running an errand. I'm getting distracted by the flowers. I don't know how to narrow down what I want because I basically just want one of every color. I feel like I have been misinformed and slightly taken advantage of. And tidying up my living room.
I've got all this yarn, just a mess.
Isn't that darling?
Look at that.
One of the things I'd like to make is Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Cassandra Joy and welcome to my channel. Today is Saturday. I've just gotten up, had a little relaxing lie-in for myself. I woke up at my normal time, which is the time I normally get up for work, but it was a Saturday, so I didn't want to get up right then. So I literally just watched YouTube for an hour in my bed, cozied up in all my blankets, and it was wonderful. Would help if I took my glasses off, huh? So I have big plans for today. I don't know if they're too ambitious, but we're gonna try to tackle them anyway. The main two things I would like to tackle today is running an errand and tidying up my living room. I don't know what's come over me, but I'm in a really motivated mindset to tidy. If you know me at all, you know that feeling doesn't come very often, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. The errand I'd like to run is sort of bittersweet. Some of you cozy crafters may know this already, but Joann Fabrics is a really popular craft supply store, and they have filed for bankruptcy. I don't know when they're scheduled to close, but they are closing their doors, which means everything inside is super discounted. So the main errand I would like to run is see if I can pick up just a boatload of yarn. I've really been enjoying crocheting projects. I just recently finished a blanket, which you can watch me do in this vlog right here. I have other projects that I'd like to start on, but I need more colors. One of the things I'd like to make is a handbag for the summer. I think that would be so cute to tote around. Another thing eventually is one of those headscarf bandanas, but I'd like to crochet it instead. Then there was something else. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I know. I wanted to make a crocheted cardigan for myself. That is going to be a huge project farther down the road. That's not going to happen immediately, which is why I need more yarn colors. Basically, today is going to be stuffed to the brim, and I want to take full advantage of my day off. So you know how you change your outfit and you're dead set on it and you think you'll feel great in it, and then you put it on and you look yourself in the mirror and you're like, I probably shouldn't have changed. I'm gonna be wearing a new lipstick, or liquid lipstick. Lipstick is my one weakness where I'm like, I could use another shade of something. Winter is still very much here, if you can see the white outside my window. Snow's on the ground, it's cold. The weather doesn't really invite me to leave my house all that often, so I want to take advantage of cozy craft time during this season as much as I can. And because Joann's is going out of business, hopefully the stuff I find will be cost effective. I love the idea of getting polymer clay and making little mini desserts. I've seen people do that. I've also seen sticker packs where you can create a scene like a bookshop or a coffee shop by layering the stickers on top of each other. There's so many options, but I don't know what Joann has. I haven't really explored the store that much apart from the yarn area, so I figured we could explore together before they close. These will be great storage because they stack on top of each other. I really like this color. They don't have a pink that I would like. It's probably safer to do this color or this color, although this is a lot smaller. Okay, 20% off. I'm gonna get 4 of those.
think about it.
But at least I have them. I do also need a storage bin for my fall stuff because the one I have is not big enough, but I don't think these are big enough either. Yeah, I'm not sure these would be big enough, and I don't want two. I'd like to just have one big one, so I think I'll pass on that. I'm getting distracted by the flowers. I would like to get some flowers for my entryway table. I had some fall ones that looked really pretty, but since I took those away, it looks kind of empty. So I thought I would just browse and see if they had anything that was affordable, that looked like my style, and I found these guys. This is probably my favorite kind of flower next to roses, and I cannot remember their name. It's terrible. I thought about these. They look kind of like foxgloves. I really like the idea of these. They're lemons. I don't know. I've never seen something like that before, but that would be pretty, wouldn't it, for a pop of color? $12.99 and they're 40% off. I'm not sure how the two would look together. I think it would have to either be the lemons and some greenery or the pink flowers and some greenery. I don't know if I could do both. I didn't realize they had a dried flower section. Oh man, that makes my decision making so much harder. Look at how pretty. Do you think they would last a long time? Oh no, they're pretty delicate. Oh, they would have to be really cared for and probably not packed away. Oh, that's such a nice thought though. Oh, I see, you can use them for wreaths. That's cool. Maybe for a future project. Okay, I may have found a contestant. It's a little kids make your own pizza kit. Looks really cute. But there's also crazy crackle clay. So you make something and then you crunch it? I'm not quite sure. So you put it in a mold and then you put decorations on it, and then you put a glaze on it, and then you pop, snap, squish, crack. Oh, so it's kind of like slime but in a more sensory way. Interesting. Okay, I've made it to the yarn aisle, and I'm looking at these big ones just because I would get more bang for my buck. What size is it? I need a 4. Yep, that's a 4. That would be what I need. That goes nicely with some yarn I already have. Complementary color. As for what else I want, I'm not sure. Ooh, I do know I wanted to get some dark blue because I've seen some really cool projects with either white or cream mixed with dark blue. It looks very nautical, which I'm really into, so maybe I'll do that. Found the blue, grabbed 2 of this dark navy. I thought about getting this, but it's so vibrant. Is that what I want? Could be fun. There's only 2 left. Maybe I'll get them. Why not? I don't know how to narrow down what I want because I basically just want one of every color and it's getting really hard to choose. I just found this beautiful sage green. Do I need that? No. Do I want it? Kinda. I've never seen this before. It's called Latchet. You make a pillowcase. So with all of these things, is it like punch needling? Everything you need to make a latch hook project.
Never seen something like this, but it looks cool.
Oh, look down here. They have a summer blue. Oh, it's like shag carpeting. You literally make like a shag carpet thing, but for a pillow. Interesting. Well, I did not leave empty-handed. In fact, I came away with 3 bags and 1 armful, but I learned something interesting. I asked the worker at the counter, so when Joanne closes, you'll all be out of jobs? And she's like, oh no, this location isn't closing, just other ones. And she named a bunch that were closing. And I'm like, wait, I thought it was worldwide. I saw it on the news. And she's like, well, it is, but we're keeping some locations open. I've been rushing around trying to prioritize coming to Joann's to make sure I take advantage of the sales and get things before they run out of stock, and they're not even closing. Oh man. Well, at least I found out, you know? At least I know now. That would have changed everything I bought had I known that. Oh well. I still came away with some things that I will definitely use. Let me show you what they are. So I bought 2 of this yarn color, which is Varsity Navy Blue. Beautiful navy that I thought was very nautical, which is what I was going for. I also grabbed 2 of this color, which is a little more vibrant. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but I just thought it was so fun. I didn't want to leave it behind. And this is Varsity Blue. And then I also grabbed 2 big yarns. Same brand, which is Big Twist, but this color is Light Rose. And this just feels like the most Cassie color, and I know it'll complement the other pink shades that I have. My goal for the pink shades is to eventually make a cardigan jacket thing, all crocheted. No idea what I'm doing, that'll be far into the future, but good to prepare. And then for the blues, I want to make a tote bag of sorts, just a summer bag that I can throw my things into, take to the beach if I want. I've never looked up how to wash a crochet project, so that'll have to be on my list of things to Google. But to complement the blues, I also got a huge thing of white yarn. This color is, oh, surprise, white. And I just figured white was one of those colors that I would probably use often, so it made sense to get a bigger size. I also may have splurged on a mug. You may recall me telling you multiple times, hey, if I say I want another mug, don't let me do it, which is why I didn't film it. I didn't ask your opinion on purpose. Oh, she packaged it so nicely and it was hard to get into, so I don't want to mess it up, but when I get home, maybe I'll make a coffee with it. Hopefully you can see inside the bubble wrap, but it's all strawberries with a red interior. And because we have the strawberry festival every year and I go every year, I just thought I need a strawberry mug for summer. I listened to my impulsive thoughts. But honestly, list one person you know who doesn't listen to their intrusive thoughts when they are in a craft store. Okay, I did end up getting some foliage. This is for my entryway table. I have a vase that I change out with the seasons, except for Christmas. I never seem to have Christmas foliage, but I do change it out for spring, summer, and then fall. I have some pink flowers in there already, but they're all by themselves and kind of lonesome, so I thought these would make good company. I got some fake eucalyptus. These are so cool. I thought they would, oh, I'm caught. I thought they would look really nice as a contrast color with the pink. Got 2 of these. And then I also got 2 of this flower, whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of it. That annoys me so much because I know what it's called. I just can't ever think of it. I'll have to Google Lens it or something so I can figure it out. But anyway, aren't they the most pretty flower? This is honestly my favorite kind of flower. That and roses, they're pretty much on par with each other. I just think they're so lovely. And they're just this pretty spring shade of pink, and I thought that would be really pretty on my entryway table. So I got 2 of each, and I think they will look very pretty. And then something boring, but also kind of exciting. I mentioned that something I want to prioritize today is tidying up and organizing my living room, which is why I grabbed 4 of these. I've seen them everywhere, but I could not track down what they were called, could not find them for a good price. These were $4. They open up like this and create a basket, and I thought these would be perfect to stack on top of each other next to my reading chair, because that's sort of where I've been doing all of my cozy time, all of my craft sessions, and my yarn organization is quite lacking. So I thought this would help organize things a bit and make everything look a little nicer. So that's everything I got from Joann's that's not closing. in my area. I'm a little peeved. I feel like I have been misinformed and slightly taken advantage of. It's fine. What are you gonna do? I will use all of this stuff. One thing I do want to do before we go home is take advantage of this Starbucks gift card I have. There's a Starbucks literally in front of me. I think it's new-ish. At least I've never noticed it before. And get myself a little coffee. It'll be free, which is the best kind of coffee. And honestly, the perfect shopping pick-me-up for my drive home. Okay, I'm back home. I had some lunch, had a cup of coffee, and just got so sleepy. I tried to take a nap in a sunspot on my couch. I couldn't quite manage to take a nap, sadly. So I've just sort of been doom scrolling and watching YouTube for the last hour or so. But I wanted to at least take care of this corner of the living room, even if I don't have it in me to take care of my entire living room today. So I've brought over all of the boxes that I bought today. And the first thing I want to do is take off these stickers, which is always easier said than done. Oh, there we go. Not too hard. The nice thing about these boxes is that they stack and they seem to snap into place pretty easily. And I think what I'd like to do is take out all of my yarn. Here, I'll show you.
I've got all this yarn. Excuse all of the devotionals. I've got all this yarn just a mess in this basket, and it really needs to be organized. So I'm gonna just take everything out of this corner, and I'm gonna
hopefully add some organization to this corner. I know the blue yarn that I started with for my summer blanket that I finished, I'm done with for now. I don't think I'll need any of those colors. This is an old project. I tried to make a pillowcase front, and as cute as it is, I think I can do better now. I'm not sure what to do with old half-done projects. Do any of you know? Have any suggestions? I've got yellow in here and turquoise. Oh my word, there's just so much. There's so many colors that I just don't know if I would utilize, but then again, sometimes you just have the perfect project and you're like, oh man, I need that color. And you look into your stash and you're like, oh wait, I have that color. So I'm not ready to get rid of stuff yet. This basket is what I had everything in originally, and it's a teeny bit smaller than the basket I just bought. So I should be able to fit a little bit more into it. I think what I'd like to do is put all the blues in here since I know I'm done with those. Oh, this came apart. Start with what I know I'm not going to use, and that's blue. I do have more blues in my office space. I have a spot where I keep extra yarn, so I don't know how I want to handle that yet. They all won't fit into this one thing, so I'll have to decide what I want to keep here for active projects and what I want to store away for future projects. I would like to keep this stuff in the same color family. Have all blues be in one box, have all pinks be in another, that kind of thing. There we go. I guess everything just has to line up correctly. Pink. This is very pink. Not something I would typically use, nor is this, but this I thrifted from Goodwill, and I felt like, you never know, you might want a big, bright project someday. I also have this color that I've had, I don't know if I want to admit how long I've had this, probably since pretty soon after college. And no, I will not tell you how many years ago that was. I think instead of storing them here, I kind of want to set these aside for storage because I don't think I'm going to need any of these for the projects that I'm going to start. This I'm currently using, so big. I've got this one, and that's one shelf. I don't love that. Okay, I want to see if I can fit this one as well if I squish. Yeah, they all fit if I squish, but that's literally all I've got. I can't fit anymore. I bought 4 of them, so I want to have my blue project on the top because that's the one I'm probably going to work on next. Then I'm going to have the pink go on the second tier because that's going to be a project I want to do here pretty soon. Now my blue project will go in here. I need this to go in here too. It doesn't quite. Like that? That should work. And then for this drawer, I'm going to put all the neutrals in, because why not? Okay, there's 2. stacked on top of each other. Here's the random smorgasbord one that I'll probably organize another time. And number 3, stacked on top. Ooh, it's quite tall when you're done with it. But that's perfect because it will fit snugly right here. Now I will say, this stuff, oh, there's so much stuff I have to fix here. I will say this is all gardening stuff that I don't need right now. This is all spring. And technically we're probably starting to enter spring, but at least here in Ohio, it's nowhere near warm enough to start planting things. So I think I might just move this stuff to another spot. I don't think it should go here.
So happy with that. Yay. That's perfect.
There, I think this corner is pretty much done.
I really like how organized it is now. It just cleans up this whole section. I'm able to grab all of the yarn that I need to. I tend to do devotionals over here too. It's just my cozy corner, so I have put some devotional things here. Oh, here's the mug I just bought today out of the bubble wrap. I promised I would show you. Isn't that darling? I showed my mom and I said, I may have treated myself to a mug, to which she immediately was like, oh great. But then she saw the strawberries and was like, oh, it's like our town. It's like the strawberry festival, which is exactly what I was thinking, so I feel validated.
Now that I've taken all the photos for a thumbnail, I'm trying to get better at thinking ahead and taking pictures as I go and then putting together a thumbnail before I've even edited the vlog. It kind of does two things. It gets me prepared because thumbnails are usually the last things I think about, but it also gets me excited to edit the vlog because I've got the thumbnail and I want to click on it and watch it. For the picture, I wanted everything to match. I wanted all of the pinks to sort of go together, which meant I couldn't have the blues on top. So now I can put it back. And I thought, since I don't have it in me to tidy my living room today, I'm just gonna let myself have a proper rest evening and get started on my project. So let me show you some inspo pics on Pinterest that I've saved. I have a Pinterest, but everything is privated, which is something I sort of regret. I may start unprivating some of my boards just so you guys can see some of the inspiration that I get so much use from. This is one of the ideas. I actually would like to do this as well, just separately. I think the colors are so fun and summery. It's like an instant serotonin boost for me to look at it. It just sparks joy every time. So I'd love to make this at some point. Oh, speak of, look, the one right underneath it has all the nautical colors. That is a god wink if I ever saw one. I mean, look how pretty. Wouldn't that be so fun? Ooh, so cool. I might put on an audiobook or something like that, maybe some music while I get started and just settle in for the evening. If I get far enough into it, I'll update you on my progress, but if not, I'll pick up my camera tomorrow. hair's mostly dried, and I've got to tell you, these front pieces are so curly. I love them, but I also can't unsee the middle part. I feel like I need to wear a hat, because that's usually what I do, is I part it in the middle when I want to wear a hat so it's even on both sides. But I think what I want to do instead is take these front pieces, because they're so pretty, and give them their moment. I've got a hair clip that I got from Walgreens. It's massive, and it's kind of a turtle shell gray charcoal, so it goes with everything. Let the rest of my hair fall, but keep these. Does that look dumb? Are they too long to be left on their own? I don't know. I think I need a second opinion. I have teeth whiteners in, so I'll try to make this talking portion short. I really want to do more granny squares. I didn't get as many done yesterday as I'd hoped. So I'm going to use that as the dangling carrot for me to do my living room. So this is what I'm starting with. It's not terrible, but it's not great. This organized section that I had so nice yesterday already looks a little bit messy because I have strings of yarn draping from it from doing granny squares last night. My coffee table is cluttered to the max, so I need to deal with that. I've got a trash bag here ready to go. I want to clear off that tray, and then I'd like to clear off this back table. Okay, that didn't take me long at all. Still needs vacuumed, but oh my goodness, this looks so much better. Also, the reason that drawer is open is because it doesn't have a handle, and I can't close it until that happens. The tray isn't perfect. The carpet, obviously, like I said, isn't perfect. Needs sweeping, but on the whole, this looks so much more organized. Very pleased with how it turned out. Which means I'm free to crochet. Look, this is so perfect. Right next to me, all the things I need. I did leave these stragglers dangle because I knew I would be coming back for them. Would you like to see what I did last night? I got 2 done, and I'm gonna order one of those granny square boards. Basically, you hang it on the board so that it stretches to the right size and keeps its shape. I'm basically just going to rotate the colors in all sorts of ways. So like with this one, you can see all the same colors. I just changed which row I did that color in. And I looked at the tote bag that I want to make, and it looks like I'll need around 15 granny squares. It really doesn't take that long to make once I have the pattern memorized. And by the second one, I pretty much had it down. The first one is what took the longest because I had to remind myself what the pattern was. But I think this will turn out to be the most perfect coastal summer bag, and I cannot wait. I want to make sure it's big enough to carry books, camera equipment, because you know that's gonna go with me everywhere. Maybe some crafts like crochet, things like that. I want it to be a big enough bag to make it worth my while. I don't want to make something and think, cool, I made it, and then never use it, you know? So I think I'm gonna spend the next little while doing that. Just working on Joy Club stuff for spring, I look up out of the window and I'm presented with this gorgeous sunset. Oh, I hope the colors show up for you as much as it's showing up for me in real life. It's so vibrant. There's so many pinks and periwinkles and violets and peach coral. Oh, it's so pretty. I gotta say, I do love this aspect about my loft. I get some pretty epic views from up here. Alright, it's a little while later, and I've added a couple more granny squares to my pile. I've got 5 in total now. This one was just a practice to see how one solid color would look. It's not my favorite. I think it's good for some projects, but not this one. So there's no science to this as far as how I'm organizing the colors. I'm just trying to make them all as different as possible. I'm sure I'll have some repeats because you can only do so many different variations when you have a set amount of colors, but
I think this will be really pretty. I'll lay them all out once they're all done and put them in a pattern, but for now, I'm just kind of admiring them on my footstool. It's almost 10:30 now, which means it's definitely past my bedtime. So I think I'm gonna leave the vlog here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed. This was a fun little reset day. I'm hoping to have more of these. I feel so good when I do them, and it's so nice to have a reward system for myself where I clean and organize a little bit and then do something crafty and fun afterwards. Hopefully you guys don't get too bored of that too quickly, because this is really motivating for me, not just to clean and have that satisfied feeling afterwards, but to film it. Filming is a huge motivator for me when I need to do something I don't want to do. Thanks for that. Appreciate being here. And of course I will take you on the journey of making my next crochet project as it goes. These are projects that take me a little bit of time, but that's why I like it, because it gives me a goal. It gives me something to look forward to. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.